it's day 3 of designing an island on hard mode in 30 days. Yesterday we found Molly and we helped museum construction get underway. And today my plan was to actually start setting up plots because I assume Molly is going to want to live here. But Tom Nook's announcement today didn't include the phone call that I'm used to him having. Maybe he's on the phone in the tent here? No. What does he say to do? It looks like my progress is locked behind the shop. So I guess my goal today is to get the shop place down. And if that means we have to spend some tickets to go get some iron, I guess that's what it means. And this is a risk, but I'm going to go ahead and use one of our very precious iron nuggets to upgrade my shovel, leaving me with just 16 out of the 30 that I need. I do think we're going to be buying at least one Nook Miles ticket today, which stinks because I don't think we're ready to find more villagers yet. It would be a pretty colossal waste of points to have to go, like, to an island and not get a villager. So glad I found the money rock, though. Let's catch this pill bug because I don't have one yet. There we go. And in other good news, it looks like my tasks today are really manageable, so getting these 5 done shouldn't be a problem. One is to take a photo. I don't know if I'll use this for the thumbnail, but at least I have it now. And yeah, hitting rocks is the top priority today. Oh wow, we already found the spot where we can plant a money tree too. This rock only delivered 2 pieces of iron. This is not looking good today. I did just find a recipe though for the dark wooden mosaic wall. That's pretty cool. And there's another finned fish. I don't think I'm gonna get an opportunity to buy too many of the wallpapers and stuff. So yeah, finding those types of things in DIY form is gonna be really helpful. Let's see what we get here. Another sunfish, but this one we get to sell. Let's plant our new money tree, grab up a fossil. I forgot to check my mail. And my presents are my wetsuit that I ordered and this hat, which is, you know what, actually pretty cool. A little nervous. I think this is the second to last rock that I can hit on this island before I have to like go traveling. Again, 2 pieces of iron. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hope for the best on this one. Iron there, let's see. Yep, just another 2 pieces. Great. Now this does leave us with 24 pieces total. It should only take 1 Nook Miles ticket to finish up. So let's begin placing down all of our fish to clear up our inventory a bit. And we'll spend the majority of our points on a Nook Miles ticket, which I've been trying to avoid, but seems I'm making a lot of mistakes. It almost doesn't matter how many times I start a new island and play through the beginning of the game. I will just continue to forget the fundamentals of this tutorial. I know it's not technically a tutorial, but I think you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me right now? The luck we're having. Listen, Zucker is number 9. That's 2 top 10 villagers. And this is only the second time I visited an island. Now, I'm not kidding. I thought because we didn't have Molly's plot set up yet, I couldn't look for another villager. I didn't expect to see anybody here. The fact that it's another top 10 villager is a bit odd. Do I need to up the goal to 3 top 10 villagers by the end of this? The truth is probably not. Again, if they want to leave, they have to leave. So we have a lot of luck right now. We may not have luck in the future. But yes, Zucker, please come live on Grimvale, which is now a name that is really becoming rapidly not suited for this playthrough. Let's see how much iron we get, though. There's still time for this trip to mess us up. Or not. I think that, yep, literally that's all the iron we needed from this. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm no longer sad about spending the miles on this ticket. I already got my piece of furniture, which is a rat in bed. I found the bees, scoop up an extra fossil. Wow, and this island even has a new DIY. The wooden mini table, which for a second I thought it was the mirror. I'm like, okay, that wasn't a new DIY, but nope, we got a new DIY as well. All right, I'm gonna chop down like every tree that I can reach, or, you know, until my axe breaks. And chopping these trees is another Nook Points task. I'll take it. Ooh, stretching is one of our tasks as well. Maybe I can avoid catching 5 fish today. That would be nice. Okay, that should be every oh, nope, one more. Okay, that should be every tree I can reach. And we get to take home coconuts, which I completely forgot. We could have gotten them last island as well. Oh, right. Pockets. Oops. I suppose I could wear the wetsuit, but I don't really want to because I would only use this as like a tool. You know what I mean? I'm not supposed to be able to buy clothing, and this kind of feels like me wearing clothing. So I know it's a lame excuse, but I'm going to actually not wear the wetsuit to save space. I will drop the weeds, though. I think we can part with 1 wasp nest. That's no big deal. I can even let this guy go because I really want to make sure I take home some supplies. We're going to need them. We're going to need a lot of supplies throughout this entire challenge because this is going to be kind of, you know, hybrid like DIY island here. So yeah, we need to be thoughtful. Also, we have cherries at home. So those those stay behind. And since we spent the points, I will go ahead and continue hitting rocks and filling up my very limited inventory. Oh no, there's a new bug. Okay, nope, I accidentally picked up more cherries. Okay, this is perfect. There we go. Excellent. This trip has gone so well. I can't believe it. I didn't think we would have a repeat of the kind of luck we got from our last trip. This is wild. First, let's throw our new friend behind the museum here. Then let's turn in our iron. Here you go. And there's the shop. And as I said before, I think the best place for it is up in this section here. Now, I say that, and I've talked about maybe not terraforming too much or at all this time around, but I am a little worried about that placement considering where I've chosen to put my house, because right here kind of feels like the perfect spot to put like a diagonal bridge and, you know, have the two shops up there. But yeah, my house is kind of in the way of that. So I could either still put it up there and do a couple bridges, one here and then one over the river, you know, over yonder. Or I could just put it somewhere else. I could put Nook's like right up here perhaps. So for example, you cross the river on a bridge there, and then maybe Nook's Cranny is like here, and then there's a path that goes this way, and then you have maybe Able Sisters tucked in here, which gives us a good amount of room around Abel's to kind of decorate with some cool stuff. But this is a little more room than I know to do with, you know, when it comes to a shop that I'm actually not allowed to shop at as per the rules of the challenge. So it kind of feels silly to put Abel's up here in like prime real estate. So I think what I might do is put Nook's Cranny somewhere right here, put Able Sisters next to it over here, and then we'll save a little bit of room in the back for, I don't know, just some decorations or something, maybe a seating area between the two. And that might feel pretty good. So it'll feel like a little shopping district. We have room up front to put stuff. Yeah, I think that's the play. We'll start by getting rid of this tree. We'll pull up these weeds, and then we'll make some decisions about how this is all going to look. So if I actually leave an even number of spaces between the two shops, that allows me to put a staircase kind of directly between them. You know me, I'm still going to try and find ways to work symmetry into everything I do. So let's chop down this tree as well. And thankfully there were no bees inside of it. And as I count the tiles with these little holes here, I can tell that yes, indeed, this is 4 tiles wide. So that's our even amount of space. And that basically means that if Able Sisters starts basically where I'm standing, it has all this space to kind of be nestled into, and Nook's Cranny can go right here. I guess the only problem is Abel's might get tripped up. I can't remember how big the building is. Maybe the cliff has to be walked back a tiny bit. And again, I can terraform a tiny bit. It's not a big deal. So yes, let's make this happen. Let's assume that this is the back corner of the Able Sisters shop, and then this will be the back corner of Nook's Cranny. Now, Nook's Cranny is pretty big, so this might not work. Now that I remember, let's see here. Okay, yeah, it's huge, actually. All right, I forgot about that. In that case, what I'm gonna do instead is put Nook's Cranny maybe more to this side. So if I put it right here, that still leaves enough room for a path over to the right and up that hill over there where the stairs could be. So I think this is probably the best bet. And then Able Sisters could actually go up on the hill. But let me think about this for just like 2 more seconds. Once this shop is placed down, I can't pick it back up. I mean, that's it. And this is, like, when I look at this whole area, kind of awkward placement when there's an opportunity still to put Abel's, which is a smaller footprint, like right here. And then again, Nook's Cranny over the river with like a little bridge connecting the two areas. Without terraforming, that bridge could probably be placed here, no problem. And if we really want to fill this area in, we could put a house or two next to Abel's as well. And then a path still going up right here with a staircase over to the next layer where we could have more houses. So let's cross back over here real quick. And let's imagine Nook's Cranny in this spot, as I talked about a little bit earlier. If I'm willing to sacrifice this rock, I can go ahead and just put it here, nestled right up against the mountain. It still leaves plenty of room around it for decorating, and a bunch of room in front of it for paths and bridges and things like that. So yeah, I'm more confident in this placement right here. I'm going to do it. And there it is. It's done, whether we like it or not. If we regret it, it doesn't matter. This is permanent. It appears as though Timmy is pleased. And I checked with Tom Nook. He doesn't really have anything else for me today. So for now, let's turn our attention to our daily Nook tasks. Let's do some island-sanctioned group stretching supervised by me. Yes, stretch in the hot September sun. Doing exercise in your work uniform that includes like a button-up shirt and a tie, by the way, is something I would probably absolutely do. Okay, claim our points for stretching. And let's go ahead and upgrade our fishing rod, our net, the watering can, and let's make this dark wooden mosaic wall. The tools help us get some more points, and that's our 5 daily tasks done. Let's slap down our wall like that. That changes the vibe in here a lot. And we'll start putting away some of the stuff we collected. Oh, I want to plant these. If I look at the items we have so far, there's actually some kind of neat stuff we could put down. I suppose we can use this bed and get rid of the camping cot. We have a cardboard box and I don't know, a mug. So some opportunities here, I guess. We can put this by our bedside. And you know what? We can hang this photo of 3 strangers right above our bed, as I like to do. And yeah, I guess for now, you know, that's some decorating done. This is how it's kind of going to be as I continue to progress through the game. We'll collect some furniture. We'll make it actually look good in here. But hey, if we're working towards that S tier ranking, we got to start somewhere. Anyway, we'll drop an additional fossil next to the museum, plop down our pill bug that we caught, and then begin planting our new coconut trees. Back in the day, I used to kind of evenly spread these out across all of my beaches, but now that we can decorate outside in Animal Crossing games, I like to cluster them together kind of like this. So I'll have like a little batch of coconut trees, and then over here, maybe some decorations to go along with them. Maybe we throw a couple more right here, and why not? We'll throw one right here. And there we go. That's 6 coconut trees planted. We get a daily Nook Miles task for planting another fruit tree, and then more points for just planting, you know, for the first time, a coconut tree. And to be perfectly honest with you, that's kind of day 3 in a nutshell. Unfortunately, I messed up by not prioritizing Nook's Cranny, and so it kind of slows me down. I can sit here and grind out more resources, or I can rest my voice for tomorrow. Tomorrow's video will be on the screen now, and if it's not, then you should subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, see you over there.